myself, Shelina. There are new changes with the DeCluttr Me podcast, which you may have noticed in the last few episodes, but it's now official. I am now going solo on the episodes with shorter, sweeter tips and tricks to get you organised. As well as restarting the podcast, I've also released my book on Amazon Kindle today. And as you can hear from my voice, I am incredibly excited. It's soon going to be sold in other retailers globally, but for now it's on Amazon. It's taken a year about to get this to this stage of publication date. I had to write it in between doing my work and living my normal life and COVID, and then, getting it designed and made into a book, which, it's not an easy thing to do when you're self-publishing. It's happened. I am now on Amazon, and it's a dream. I worked for a book club company when I first became a lawyer, and to now see myself as a published author is it's exciting. So anyway, I have a book out, as you might have heard, and it's called Can You Find It in 5 Seconds? So it would be amazing if you could buy it and tell your friends about it. It's a great Christmas gift. There's no clutter because it's digital. Well, there is. Well, it's digital clutter. No, it's not clutter because it's a useful book that you will actually read and find helpful. And if you've been listening to the podcast for all these years, then you will, know about the tips and tricks, but it's all in written form now, so perfect for Christmas, and for New Year as well. So that's my big announcement for the week. And yes, I'm being very cheeky talking about it, but let me celebrate for once, isn't it? So as the book is out and this is the new season of the podcast, I thought it'd be great to discuss my mantra, can you find it in 5 seconds? I know it sounds obvious, but have you really thought about it in your home or your office? I mean, how long does it take you to find your toothbrush or your toothpaste, your favourite shower gel or soap? And then when you're finished being in the bathroom, how long does it take you to find your clothes? Do you end up wearing the same clothes over and over again because you can't find the other clothes? And then when you go in the kitchen, do you find that you're only using the same crockery and not using other plates because you can't find them? Or you go, oh, that's where it was, when you suddenly do find something. Or you find expired food, which I know happens a lot in kitchen cupboards and stuff. In each of these 4 areas of your morning routine, you should take seconds to find each thing. And, from your bedroom, your closet, your bathroom to your kitchen. And if it's taking more than a few seconds, then you're spending too long on these tasks. And finding anything in your home should not be an ordeal. You should be able to find it in less than 5 seconds, move on to the next thing and the next thing. And it should be, getting to the point where you can find your car keys really easily in your handbag and get out of the house. You know what I mean? So you might be asking, how do you get to this stage of can you find it in 5 seconds? And the key thing is to declutter. I cannot repeat it again too often. You have to declutter, and declutter. Declutter like your life. What's the word? Just declutter. That's what I'm saying. So you need to remove the items that do not have any value in your life. And if we're going to do a Marie Kondo, does it bring you joy? Does it make you happy? If it's not used, ugly, broken, expired, or just plain junk or trash, why is it in your life? Why is it taking up valuable real estate in your home and ensuring that you cannot find the rest of your stuff in less than 5 seconds? So the easy way would be to declutter is just to throw everything into a skip, but obviously I'm not going to let you do that. So let's do it the simple way that I always say that people should do it, which is a mini declutter. And now, of course, the simplest way is to get a professional organizer. But if you can't get a professional organizer, do a mini declutter. So what that is spending 15 to 20 minutes working in a small area, decluttering the items you do not need. So just do that. Don't do organizing, just do the decluttering. So get rid of old menus, paperwork, expired food, ugly clothes. Get rid of those things, declutter, put it in the trash, put it in recycling, put it in donation. And then if you do that every day for a week, you'll clear a room in a week, just doing this mini declutter. Um, and another thing I also recommend whilst you're doing the mini declutter, and to do it moving forward always, is to get a nice paper bag or one of those recyclable bags, those ones you get from the supermarket. Put it in a closet or in a cupboard. And then, every time you see something that you don't use, don't like, put it into that bag. And then when it's filled up, give it away for donation. Of course, if you find things that should be in the trash or in recycling, put it in there. But this bag is for the donation. So everything you find that should be donated. So you find like presents that people have bought you when they've run on holiday, which they've put onto you when you never went to the Seychelles, but you really want to go, and this is depressing to look at. Get rid of that thing, or some dodgy can opener from some island or from Amsterdam or something. Get rid of it. Put it in the donate pile. Somebody might like it, or it might go into the landfill, which is terrible, but just get it out of your life. Declutter. So doing both of these tricks, the mini declutter and the bag declutter, will make sure that you can declutter in a short space of time. Then you can get to the organizing bit, which we will talk about more on the podcast again, and we've talked about it before, but it's always good to reiterate these points anyway. So we'll talk about organizing, but if you haven't, if you're like, I want to know how to organize now, you can always go to the old podcast episodes, and I've got it based on rooms, on areas, on zones. So listen to for whatever you need to listen to. All right. So start with the decluttering. Start with the mini declutter and the bag declutter, and let me know how you go. And yeah, I hope you find it helpful. So I want you, the key thing is for you to find everything in 5 seconds. And that's what we're going to keep on reiterating moving forward in the podcast. But if you have any thoughts or ideas of what I can talk about on the podcast for you, let me know. Just leave a comment in the comment box on your favorite podcast player, or if you're listening on YouTube, leave a comment underneath my video. And thanks as always for listening to the Decluttr Me podcast. Thank you for being there, listening, giving your comments, giving your support, your love. This has been going on since 2018, and if it wasn't for the podcast, I wouldn't get to the book. And it's all. I'm always grateful for you guys for listening. So thank you so much. And if you don't follow me on social media, you can follow me at DeCluttr. And if you do need help to declutter and organize in your life, wherever you are in the world, get in touch with me on my website at www.decluttrme.com. Thanks as always, and I'll speak to you next week. Take care. Bye.